Southside Christian had to run into the reigning 1A champion Abbeville Panthers, who can play with pretty much anybody in the state, and they've got guys all over the place like Collins Brown on defense. And Madarius Burton, yet another Burton contributing to the Abbeville cause. Nifty run for him in their opening drive. Jaden Baylor takes it on in. Abbeville rolls in Simpsonville over Southside Christian 42-0. Supposed to be Jonathan Guess's debut as the new head coach Southside Christian. He had to sit out after a involuntary rules violation under high school league rules from back in the spring, so he'll debut next week. Welcome back to the show. What a battle it was along I-26 tonight. Clinton, the reigning 2A state champs, made the trek up to Woodruff. These teams meeting yet again. Clinton leading the all-time series 56-31, but Woodruff third quarter in that mustard uniform. Jalen Lyles makes it a 21-6 lead for the Wolverines. Then Zy Butler with the Devils pulling with an 8 at 21-13 on his touchdown. Fourth quarter, under 5 minutes to go in regulation. And Woodruff on a 4th and long, and Connor Davis goes 8 yards for the first down, and that helps seal the deal. Woodruff able to get the victory and hand Clinton an opening loss, 21-13. What an opening win it is for Brett Sloan's team.
You know, we got 5 new starters on offensive line. We got a new quarterback, so I think, just the speed of playing an opponent like that, it got to us a little bit early. Obviously they kind of settled in as the game went on, but we kind of knew early on we might have to lean on our defense a little bit, and they did a fantastic job tonight. Time and time again, they came up big, and I'm so proud and I'm so happy for those guys.
Clinton was trying for a 50th win this decade, but they are denied, but they will still be heard from in 2A. Daniel opening the first season under Chris Stone. You're probably familiar with what's happened during the offseason, but he was leading his ball club at Chapman. Jace Gross, new QB, just a sophomore. Son of a coach, has the savvy you'd expect. And Anthony Scott on the receiving end for a touchdown. Lions had a 7-0 lead, and then Scott 39 yards, and Daniel cruising on to the win. They win for the 7th time in 8 meetings against Chapman, 43-0. BHP played for a 3A state championship last year. Well, Broome trying to get in their way this evening. And Broome's Braden Simpson going to come up with the interception. Team trying to hang in the ball game against the mighty Bears. That can be tough. BHP's KJ Miller later able to force the turnover, and that paves the way for a BHP touchdown, and the Bears win 49-9. They even the all-time series at 2 apiece as BHP looks primed to make another run in 3A. Hillcrest and Lawrence have developed a nice little rivalry, and they were battling tonight at the home of the Rams. A lot of guys lost to graduation. Young team for the Rams, but they're talented, and Bennett Swigert seems to always figure out a way to have an exciting offense. And Jalen Samuel, one of the guys he'll count on. That was a 30-yard run. He got it to pay dirt. Then Gavin Sullivan, a 40-yard carry there. Lawrence, tough season a year ago, and Hillcrest hands them a loss to start things out in 25, 56-17. Hillcrest have won 8 straight and 10 out of 11 in a series that Lawrence used to control. St. Joe's and Cardinal Newman were supposed to play in Columbia. They met in Greenville tonight. Well, Todd Varn, the former NC State running back, longtime college assistant, their new offensive coordinator. His group put up 41 points in the first half. Jensen Granger and Nick Passarella on the defense, pretty solid too. And in the end, St. Joe's getting the win against the Cardinals from the capital city, 41-29. Wade Hampton and Travelers Rest, a Wade Hampton team trying to get in the win column after going winless in 2024. TR's only victory last season came against Wade Hampton. Corbin Hardy for TR. That leads to a safety, and Wade Hampton had a 2-0 advantage. But, well, Travelers Rest comes up with a big play on special teams. It's Jaden Coney, and he's going to take it all the way back off of the block for the touchdown, and Travelers Rest prevails 13-10. Knocking off Wade Hampton on the road.